Hi, I'm Rob and this is Gems of War. Now it's Guild Wars War 4 and it's Red Day, so let's see what we have. Dangerous Ferocity team. Ferocity, a child of summer, doomed opus, and first mate axe lover. The idea of this team is to just obliterate us into oblivion using their ferocity and their doomed opus. Ferocity deals a double skull damage on Red Day, so that is going to be really something to look out for. And also deals, in this case, 51 damage to an enemy and a random enemy, boosted by his life, attack and armor. And if the enemy uses red mana, which we do, deal a double damage. So that combined with their doomed opus can be super dangerous, because this creates a mix of 6 red gems and skulls for every red enemy. So they are going to create the maximum amount of skulls as well. As well as that, they've got Child of Summer, starting with full mana and converting brown to red. And First Mate Axe Lover, also starting with full mana and converting blue to red. So, dangerous. So how would we deal with this? This is my standard red team. I first used it last Guild Wars and really liked it. And I'm going to try it again. The idea of this is we get Centuragon charged up absolutely as fast as possible. Then we cast Centuragon, which then converts all skulls to ×2 wildcards, which very often fills up Zuul'Goth immediately, who will then just kill somebody absolutely outright, stone cold dead. If we don't get any natural matches of red or brown at the start, we can look for green to get the Fist of Heaven charged up. I'll explain why that's good as well in a moment. And Gimlet Stormbrew is there again with full mana if we get a lucky start with transforming green to brown. We will do that as well. Now the reason I've got a Fist of Heaven here is because it's a good weapon anyway. I'll just go into edit mode. It explodes yellow gems, which is only beneficial really to Gimlet, but obviously we collect any other mana at the same time. But the reason I've got this in this team is because of the upgrades. The last one, that is handy, shielding. But the last one, stun the first enemy when I cast this, is going to take away that double red skull damage from their ferocity. So that is the idea behind that. And I'm in the gate banner from Hellgate, +2 brown, +1 red, -1 yellow. Not too worried about Gimlet's spell after the first cast. And I'm going to change from Elementalist class as well. I want to start with them Entangled. They have no cleanse as a spell in their team, so this is definitely worthwhile to do this. We want to make sure we absolutely have a Root Trap employed. Backup is okay. Don't really need these. Let's put that onto Gimlet, I suppose. Yeah, but there's not a load of useful ones in this team to be honest, but Root Trap is absolutely essential. And as well as that, I quite like the idea of starting battles with 50%, which is cool as well. Right, so I think we're good to go. Archer class, banners right, this is the team. All right, let's go. Right, so we immediately look for any 4 matches anyway. We've actually got 2. We've got the brown here, which is going to give me purple at the same time. If I explain obvious things, it's simply because I try to do my videos for the benefit of newer players as well, who may pick up extra little hints and tips along the way. We'll do that anyway. There's quite a lot of skulls there, and our Zuul is well on the way to being charged. We'll grab that anyway. It's not definite that Zuul's going to be charged with this. Yes, it is, because we've got a match there, so we've at least got a 4 match. But now no skulls to convert, but we're ahead of the game when it comes to getting them charged. Now we'll take out their ferocity or their hero. Both are dangerous. Ferocity is still dangerous because if I don't kill that first, it can recover. And then you've still got to think about these empowered troops here, which can be a complete pain. If I kill Ferocity first, sorry, it's early in the morning. If I kill their Ferocity first, then basically it leaves their second troop down, who is yet to be entangled, and will not be entangled by this team. So I have to be sure I do things in the correct order here. I want more skulls before I cast Zuul in an ideal world. Right, because I've only got a 10% chance to be cleansed from that, I am going to play it safe and take out their hero first. See, that got cleansed straight away. That was very lucky from them. But there's tons of skulls there. This absolutely will get Zuul up right away. Now I can take out their Ferocity. And that was unfortunate, but I've got a Fist of Heaven here. This has a summon, so at least I hopefully should finish with a full set of troops. They're Hunters marked, they'll take double damage. Not quite enough to kill them though. This is not quite working on the green to brown on the conversion. 3 match there, but no 4 matches, so I'll just take this skull hit, and they are near death. I've got a 4 match here by taking this green to drop down these red. I'd like to finish on a skull hit if I can. Not a lot of yellow around. What shall I do? What shall I do? Oh well, cast this anyway. We're going to get some damage from the skulls around, and it finished them off anyway. So a nice, straightforward first win. And that was 3,242 points. Right, fight 2 is against Rip Benito. That's okay. It's a rerun. Everyone's same as last time then. Right, so same team again. Same team, hopefully the same result. Nice match on red on the other side there. Centuragon's up. It's not a great cast for him right now though, so I'll definitely take the other 4 matches first. Not a lot doing for Zuul on the colours on this conversion of our Centuragon. No, not much at all. We get some alright, let's go check there. Converters, brown to red. There's nothing for us on the green to brown that's any use. There's a couple of 3 matches, but that's it. You really want to look for 4 matches on this kind of thing. So, brown to red is no good for them. Blue to red certainly looks more favourable on first glance, but as long as I don't give them a 4 match, not too bothered. Alright, so blue to red's not too bad either. But it does give them a couple of single benefits, so I might take a blue away, but can't get my Fist of Heaven up on this cast, even with a Mana Surge, because I don't have any benefits to that. I've gone for the +2 brown, +1 red, no benefit to green. So even with a Surge, that's only going to take me to 13. Quite an important choice here. I think I'll just restrict what they get on the blue. Can't see any way of making a 4 match. So for that reason, explodes. Right, I'm going to move this one down because I want to keep this blue gargoyle next to a green. Because if I do get to cast that, that'll explode that and give me some beneficial positive status effects. Oh, I missed how they got that 4 match. That was not the best. But it's now worked in my favour because now I'll get an extra turn and hopefully we'll get Zuul up with that. Not quite. Let's try again. That's better. But now hopefully we don't get a cleanse on them. Wow, oh my goodness. That was bad news. Alright, so let's cast this again. So we're certainly not going to finish with a full roster of troops because I lost my summoner. Got some decent 4 matches here. Let's get rid of them. Alright, so not exactly plain sailing in this one. We took a couple of bad hits, but it looks like we're going to get away with it. Not guaranteed extra turn with this, or guaranteed mana for Zuul, but we should get a decent bunch. Yeah, it was enough. Right, get out of it, Child of Summer. Bit of a hairy one that time. Not quite squeaky bum time, but close. And that was pretty low. 1,285 points. Right, fight 3 is against Eddie. Egg Thief, Staff of Storms, Zuul'Goth, Divinia. Egg Thief destroys a load of random gems boosted by their gold. Staff of Storms explodes a load of yellow gems and has a summon. And Divinia explodes red, cleanses all allies and gives them life. Basically I'm going to stick to the same team but switch the class back to Elementalist. I only pick Archer class for the troops that start off with really, really bad skull damage where you want to get them entangled from the beginning. So apart from that, this team is good to go. Let's take a look at their traits, see if they need to be stunned. Yeah, it's beneficial. Alright, let's give it another go. Hopefully it'll be a bit smoother than the last one. That was a little bit... That got a bit shady, that did. The cool thing about this team is it doesn't really matter about Centuragon being entangled. Not actually relying on his skull damage. It can be a benefit when Zuul casts. Let's cast our Gimlet. Become cleansed. Let's cast... Let's grab this first. Just checking around, see what we get for our Zuul'Goth. We definitely obviously get an extra turn. We'll do that anyway. We may get some incidental drops afterwards. Now got an extra turn on the yellow here, but we haven't at the same time because we're frozen on yellow. So we've got the first 2 troops entangled, so the game is quasi under control. That's even a thing. Definitely got a... Yeah, we get extra stuff from Zuul here, so we'll cast this anyway. I got that wrong, didn't I? I thought that was going to make some blue. Need to wakey wakey. I might stop playing these Guild Wars games so early. I get up and it's after breakfast. It's kind of the first thing I do to try and get the video out nice and early. But it doesn't often help me because I'm not quite fully entirely of my senses first thing in the morning. I need to wake up properly, have a couple of cups of coffee, move around a bit, get myself ready to go. Alertness first thing in the morning is not one of my strong points. And what did we get out of that one? 1,524. Right, fight 4 is against Andy, and we've got another Ferocity team in Slayer class this time. Interesting. Hero is not at the top, so they can't have the triple skull damage to burning enemies. Even if they did, it wouldn't be taking effect. Let's see what they've got. On level 76, so they won't have that Fireblade trait anyway, because it's the last one. Level 100. Ferocity, gain 4 attack, gain 2 attack when I take damage, I being them. Up in Flames, burn a random enemy when an ally dies. Create a firestorm at the start. Red allies gain 1 magic and a Firebringer and a Medal of Arnu with no extra cleanse from an Orpheus medal. So same tactic as before. I have to switch to a class which has a root trap, and Arch class is already set up for that, so I will stick to that. And again, sticking to Fist of Heaven because I like that last upgrade. Stun the first enemy will take away Ferocity's extra damage. Alright, let's jump in. Yeah, not a lot of colours that we like. Let's take a look around for this first then. Green to brown. Only a 3 there, nothing. It's going to make a 4 match. So yeah, nothing a lot of good for anybody there really, to be honest. No green for my Fist of Heaven. No red for my Centuragon. May as well grab this brown then. That's a best of a bad bunch. But they haven't got any red for their Ferocity, so. But it's still important that I get it charged up, or this extra 10% chance every single time for their Ferocity to get recovered. So. Wow, I haven't even got a 3 match anymore on the green to brown. Yeah, Thrall can destroy 53 gems, but there's only 7 red there, even if it destroyed all of those reds. So they're still not going to have their Ferocity up unless they get a nice cascade afterwards. Just double checking. Right, I think I'm going to take this blue. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't give them a skull match. Gives me blue for my Zuul. Takes away blue from their hero. And brings this brown down to within range to hopefully get it next time if they decide for some strange reason not to cast their Thrall, which they probably will. But, I don't know. These things, funnier things have happened. Right, that is not too bad. We are not frozen on anyone, so I can take that and party. Alright, now let's take a look around for Zuul matches. That's quite a bit of mana all round, so I'm going to chance that. I am going to get rid of their hero while I can. Really dangerous. Their Frosty is about to burn the next round anyway, so I'll cast Centuragon, get my Zuul up, get rid of their Keeper of Souls. And the game is nearly done. This is going to give me a truckload of mana for Zuul. And Thrall is out of here. Right, fairly straightforward, but you do have to get things done as fast as possible on those sort of games, because there's that 10% chance every single time that their ferocity can recover, and if it does recover quickly, then it can be in for a world of pain. And that was worth 1,661 points. Alright, fight 5 against their Paragon Elite. Elementalist class, Herald of Damnation, Essence of Evil, Zuul'Goth, Eldritch Minion. So this team is all about getting their Zuul up nice and fast if it can, because Herald of Damnation converts blue to purple, and Eldritch Minion converts brown to purple. Both start with full mana. Now I'm going to switch a team on this because this seems really good, and it is. I'm not saying I'm definitely going to win, but basically where Herald of Damnation and Eldritch Minion both use red means I can employ those two troops at the same time, which is going to completely negate any effect which or benefit they may have from that. Because if the board starts, and if I didn't have these troops, I had my standard lineup on the as I've got it at the moment, I may not be able to stop that. But by having the same troops that they have, then if it's good for them, then it must be good for me. So by that logic, I am going to swap in Herald of Damnation and Eldritch Minion to my team and go with that logic, and hopefully it pays dividends. Oops, what am I doing? Red. Let's put in full there, should make it slightly quicker to find. Eldritch Minion, that'll do. Herald. There it is. Right, so also gonna. So let's swap them around. No, I'll leave them as they are. No, it's fine. I've got to check my banners again now though, because just made some adjustments there. Don't want plus brown anymore now. I probably want just pure plus red with blue benefit. Still want minus yellow though, probably. It's not a bad shout. I'll click that as an early yes. Just looking for yellow at the bottom right now. Actually, let's change that. Not bad. Yeah, nothing completely fantastic, to be honest. That's even better. That will do. And I'll switch back to Elementalist class, I think. So we have a double effect, a double chance to get a 4-match on our empowered troops, which hopefully will shut down their Essence of Evil, which is a super dangerous weapon. Alright. Let's go. Hopefully my logic makes sense. Cool, well we're not frozen on anyone, so that's good. Before I take that automatic, I'll just make sure that this isn't going to disrupt anything that could have been really good. Brown to purple, see that is extremely good there. I'm going to do that right now. That didn't disrupt this, which is handy. And blue to purple. So I didn't check the other side before I cast that, but if I hadn't started with the same troops they did, then I was, you know, forced to have taken that. Of course, this may have changed that anyway, but hey, you're giving yourself the best chances possible. And quite often that is kind of what the main aim is. Reducing the odds of the opposition while increasing your own. So not quite there with Zuul. Blue to purple. 3, but nothing more. That also means that they've got nothing more than that on their one. But they do have now a brown to purple, because I've used mine up. But that doesn't no good either, so yeah, that tactic worked out okay. I think I'd rather get my Zuul up if I could. Can't do it on red. Blue, if I get a surge, will be enough. Just got to check how things are going to drop down to. No, I think that's okay. Yeah, they took the skull hit. That is kind of what I wanted. Now let's get rid of... they're both annoying, but Zuul's the worst. Death marked, so I need to get this done quickly because we don't want to die. Brown to purple. Computer says no. Blue to purple. Hardly any blue there. Computer says no. Right. In that case, I'm gonna have to take this. Pretty unlucky to. If a skull drops down, it can only be the very first skull that drops down out of the set of 3. Anything else, I'll get the skull hit. So, yeah. Unless, of course, they get another skull drop down straight after that. There it is. That's what happens. Blue to purple. All fun and games. Brown to purple. Alright, I'm going to cast this now because I want to get a replacement troop. They're still not quite charged, so... How have I got this? Blue to purple. So I'm not overall a fan of these converting troops. Because you just... Sometimes you just have to wait. Ready to cast, but if the conversions aren't there, you just got to sit there and hope that one time they will be. Well, I'm going to leave them that skull here, I think. Or I could take... No, I'm entangled. Let's try and get some mana for Zuul. There's not a load of yellow, they're all in the middle and one up the top, but can drop some cascades down afterwards. And they still haven't got their weapon up, so... Blue to purple. At last, we have blue to purple. Alright, now let's get rid of that annoying weapon before it gets to cast. Now what? What does this do? 51 damage to the strongest enemy, and if I am wounded, deal 8 more. Wounded normally means your armor has gone. It doesn't mean, say, if you've taken some damage to your armor. It usually has to be some damage to your actual life. So that benefit wouldn't apply at the moment. So I'm not too worried about getting them. I'd rather get some more green. They are entangled, so I don't mind offering them a skull hit. And see, that's the only thing with these double converter teams. It can slow down a bit when it gets to this kind of stage. But the Centuragon team was a slight risk. It could have given them everything they wanted from the start. And pretty much purple's the only real choice. I'm not going to really get much benefit from the brown. So I might as well give my Zuul or something. Let's do that because we are now unentangled. It gives brown and yellow, but I don't use yellow anyway. I think I'd rather grab some red for my Fist of Heaven. See if we can get that thing charged up to end this game. Even though there's not a ton of yellow there again, but you can get, like I say, you can get some really nice cascades afterwards sometimes. It's always better when there's a storm. It doesn't really matter what they do now, to be honest. In fact, that might actually end up helping me with my Zuul. So yeah, you cast that, matey boy. Oh, he didn't bother. Cheek of it. So we can now win with Zuul, of course, but yeah, I'm just going to do that because we're not going to kill them with a skull hit anyway, because we've got 62 damage against their 64, so it's probably going to take a few turns to get that, so I'm just going to end it with a Zuul strike. Ooh, 1,666 points, the number of the beast. Apart from the one at the start, obviously. But yeah, back to a 5-0 day. A terrible day yesterday, partly from my own fault. I played particularly badly, as well as some rotten luck from the Wild Queen. I haven't checked her back yet, but I cast her at least 2, maybe 3 times without getting literally any benefit whatsoever. At the end of the game, she literally, it said spell damage 0. Damage dealt, whatever it was, 0. Wow. So, yeah, I'm going to readjust my brown team. Let's take a look at my total points. Yeah, a bit low. 9,378 is due to those slower games I had where I adjusted the team around a little bit. And that one where I lost a couple of troops as well doesn't help your points score either. But there it is, back to another 5-0 at least, apart from that shocking day yesterday. But there it is, there's my Guild Wars for today. Hopefully, if you learned anything from that or found anything useful, helpful, or whatever, gained any sort of benefit at all, then it'd be cool if you hit that like and subscribe button. Many more different teams to come in the future. Many more Guild Wars battles and teams to show. But most of all, thanks for watching. I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.